What's up, cowboys? Hello, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today, we are going to be doing another tutorial on an exercise. You know what? It's the 21st century, and we place a lot of value on asses. So, today, I'm going to be giving you a couple exercises that I feel are the most important, if not the most important, two of the most important exercises to develop a nice big ass. It used to be that only women, actually used to be that we didn't even really care much about asses. They were just something to sit on. But then the obsession became women need to have nice big asses, and then it has progressed to men also have to have nice, good sized asses. So yeah, we can't neglect the glutes. We got to incorporate them. And not only for looks, but also a nice, powerful ass is pretty functional as well. So these are two of my favorite and to me, two of the most important exercises to develop the entire ass. Here we go. I don't even know why I'm wearing this anymore. This was just for the opening line. Hey, cowboys, so get rid of that. All right, so we're back with a new hat. Here we go. First of the two exercises to build that nice, fat, juicy power ass. And this one's probably my favorite of the two I'm going to show you. Glute bridges. There's a couple different ways or a few different ways of doing this. Today, I'm going to show you how to do it with a barbell and a bench. Preferably a flat bench. For comfort though, you can change like this into a decline bench and turn it just to make it easy. Today, I'm going to just have it set on the flat bench setting. Probably, I don't know, at least a foot, foot and a half, probably at least a foot and a half off the ground. So whatever you use, make sure it's at least a foot to a foot and a half off the ground. Then you're gonna have the barbell, of course. And start light as with everything else. But you will find when doing this, even if you're going pretty light, this bar is gonna be ended up going in our lap. It can get a little uncomfortable, especially for you gentlemen out there. But really for anyone, it kind of starts hitting against your pelvic bone, and the more weight you use, the more discomfort you're gonna feel. So, little trick, use a towel, use something. Like I said, I'm not using too much weight here today, but it's still enough to not feel that great. So I'm gonna wrap this up here. And basically, what we're doing with this exercise, we're gonna bring the weight into our lap, like I said. Our upper back is going to be pressed firmly against this bench. So again, we're using the flat bench. And what we're going to do is bring our feet in towards us, come up to a starting position here, keep our back nice and straight, maybe a slight arch in our back, but nothing too crazy. What we're going to do is, I push through my heels. You can use both of these hands here, put them on the outside of the bar so it's not crazy wobbly. We're doing anywhere from 3 to 6 sets, anywhere from 8 to 15 reps per set. What we're doing is we're slowly dropping our butt, right? You can let it touch if you want, and then coming back up and pushing all the way up at the top. Squeezing, you're gonna feel it. You may not feel it the first few reps in your butt, but believe me, after 5, 6, 7, 8 reps, you're gonna start feeling it. Squeezing at the top, coming down slowly, squeezing at the top. Remember, look at if you can see my toes, they're not even on the ground. I'm pushing through my heels. With most exercises, the more emphasis you place on pushing the weight through your heels, it's going to be on the back side of your body with your glutes and your your glutes and your hamstrings. Whereas if you put more weight on your toes, that's typically more for the front part of your leg with your quads. So my toes aren't even touching here. Going down slow, pushing up and squeezing to the top. Do not get in the habit of doing this crap. You'll still feel it in your butt, but you're also going to feel it in your back. And it looks pretty dirty at the gym. So remember not to make eye contact with anyone while doing this at the gym. You might end up with a girlfriend or boyfriend or a restraining order. That's the first exercise. Okay, exercise number 2 to build that ass. These are called glute squeezes. You're going to want to get a partner. Maybe someone you know well, maybe someone random from the gym. You guys are gonna alternate between 20 to 35 sets of squeezing each other's glutes, as many reps as you'd like, until failure. That's gonna build up. Okay, I'm just kidding. Second exercise is actually, you could do that if you want on the side, but that's not what we're gonna get on video today. What we're gonna get on video is a second exercise, stiff leg deadlifts. This is really gonna build your hamstrings, but it's also gonna get that part where your hamstrings connect with your ass and build that up really well as well. You could make an argument for sure that deep squats are just as important or more important to build the glutes, and that may be true. But I've recently done some video on squats, so today I just wanted to show you the stiff leg deadlift. With this, like anything else, start light, guys. Don't hurt yourself. You'll find if you use too much weight to start, your form will go to shit, and you're gonna have some lower back problems. I've been there more than once. Not fun, not worth it. Build your strength up, build your technique and form up. You'll be much better in the long run. So here, I would say feet about shoulder width, straight ahead. I know this may not be the best angle to show you the form on this, but like all other things with a bar, make sure you're grabbing the bar on the same place on the left as on the right. So find the little divots or the little grooves that they've got set in these bars and grab them in the same spot. For me, I like to go just slightly wider than my legs. And you can go over-under grip, over-over, or under-under, meaning you can grip the bar like this. That's an over-over, or just an over grip. Underhand grip like this, or an over-under would be like this. You probably won't need something like this unless it's really high weight that you're using. But again, we're starting out light, so I would just go, for simplicity's sake, an overhand grip, over-over. Slightly wider than your legs. My back right now, when I go down to grab it, I guess, it is rounded. See how I've got this rounded curve in my back? Not good when you're lifting. I'm just kind of being lazy right now, going down, grabbing it. But then the moment I start putting any weight on my body or any stress on my body, I'm bending my legs a little bit. You can see how my spine becomes neutral. My back is straight and flat. My butt's out a little bit. And the first rep is going to be slightly different than the rest because we're just getting the weight up. But what we're doing is we're driving through a combination of our heels and our toes around 50-50. Again, keep in mind, the more you put on your heels, the more you're going to be working your glutes and your hamstrings. The more on your toes, generally, especially with squatting, it's going to focus more on your quads. So maybe you can go 60% on your heels for this one since we're focusing on the backside, and 40% on your toes. So first rep's a little different, just to get it up. It's more of a full rep, more of like a deadlift. Then from here, what we're gonna do is put a very slight, I don't know if you can see that, this is straight, a very slight bend in our knees, okay? Keeping that neutral spine. We're gonna go down, keeping the weight really close to our shins till you feel a little stretch, and then we're pushing up through our heels and our toes, maybe a little more through our heels, pushing up and really extending, squeezing our glutes at the top. So go down till you feel a little squeeze right there, pushing up through our feet and extending forward with our hips, okay? Like everything else, we're going slow and controlled. You're really gonna feel this in your hamstrings and in that position or that spot where your hamstrings connect with your glutes. Again, 3 to 6 sets is what I would recommend, anywhere from 8 to 15 reps. Go slow, stay under control, start light. And remember, that bar should never be coming way out here. Keep that bar just almost like grazing your shins on the way down. Everything's controlled. That is the second exercise. 2 of 2. 2 of my favorite exercises to build up your glutes, build a nice strong ass, and also hit your hamstrings while you're at it. That's it for me today, guys. Catch you next time.